One country on this list has already rejected over 60% of applications this year alone. Stay until number 1. Because that one will change how you think about everything. Right now, as you watch this, someone is sitting in an agency office, signing papers, paying fees, and building a plan around a country that has already quietly closed its doors on Filipinos. They do not know yet. Maybe you know someone like that. Maybe that person is you. The world of migration changed fast in 2026. And the problem is not that Filipinos stopped wanting to go abroad. The problem is that the rules changed while the dream stayed the same. So before you process a single document, before you pay a single agency fee, watch this. These are the 10 countries making it hardest for Filipinos right now. And one of them, the one we saved for last, is the one nobody is talking about. Welcome to Global Pulse. This channel exists for OFWs, for families sending loved ones overseas, and for anyone whose future depends on knowing what is actually happening in the world right now. If this video helps you, share it. One share from you could save someone a year of wasted preparation. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of changes like these, and keep watching because we are just getting started. Before we get into the list, I want you to remember the name Ana. Ana is a 34-year-old caregiver from Pampanga. She spent 2 years preparing for one specific country. She did everything right. Documents, fees, agency, medical. And then the policy changed. Not before she started. While she was already in the middle of it. We will come back to Ana, because her story ends in a way that most people in her situation do not expect. Now let's dive into the list. Number 10. Sweden. Sweden is now requiring international students to show stronger academic progression or risk having their visa renewal blocked. On top of that, they have tightened the rules on how many hours students can work while studying. For Filipinos who plan to use Sweden as a combined study and work pathway, that window is now much narrower than it was 2 years ago. Let me ask you a question. If your plan involves working while studying abroad, when did you last check if that country still allows it at the level you need? Number 9. Australia. Australia put a cap on international student enrollments and the numbers prove it worked. New international student arrivals dropped sharply, with study permit approvals trending well below historical norms. Fewer spots, more competition, higher standards. And for Filipino applicants specifically, the bar for proof of funds and genuine study intent has never been higher. Number 8. New Zealand. New Zealand had record migration numbers in 2022 and 2023. That era is over. The government introduced the accredited employer work visa system. Your employer must now be formally accredited before you can even apply. And here is the part that catches people off guard. The accredited employer work visa. Maximum continuous stay rules are now in effect, meaning OFWs who have been there on rolling contracts now face a hard limit on how long they can stay continuously. Your renewal is not automatic. Your history there does not protect you. Check your contract right now. Number 7. Hong Kong. Hong Kong's Filipino domestic worker community is one of the oldest and most stable OFW populations in the world. But that stability is now under real pressure. Rising anti-immigrant sentiment, tightening labor laws, and stricter contract renewal rules are making long-term status harder to hold. If your employer in Hong Kong has not reviewed your contract terms under the updated rules, that is a conversation you need to have before your next renewal. How many OFWs do you know who are still operating under old contract terms in Hong Kong right now? Send this video to one of them. They might not be aware. Number 6. Malaysia. Malaysia launched a new 1.3 internship policy on January 1, 2026, requiring companies to hire a set number of local interns for every foreign worker they employ. What does that mean for you? Fewer foreign worker slots. Employers who once hired OFWs freely are now cutting those positions to meet the ratio. And if your employer loses accreditation or reduces headcount to comply, your contract may not get renewed, even if your work is excellent. This is one of the quietest changes on this list, and it is already in effect. Number 5. United States. Meet Marco. He is a 28-year-old IT professional from Cebu. He had a job offer from a company in California. His qualifications were solid. Then he found out his social media history would be part of his visa screening. The U.S. now requires work visa applicants to disclose their social media accounts as part of background checks. Processing times are longer. And higher visa fees have increased the financial burden on both applicants and their sponsoring employers. which means some employers are now pulling job offers rather than absorbing the cost. The US is not fully closed, but it is slower, more expensive, and more scrutinized than at any point in recent memory. Marco, by the way, is still waiting. 9 months in. Number 4, Canada. This one deserves a full breakdown. Canada cancelled the student direct stream on November 8, 2024, the fast-track study permit pathway that gave Filipino students processing times as fast as 20 days. That program is gone. Every Filipino student now goes through the slower, harder regular stream, and the numbers coming out of that stream are alarming. The study permit approval rate for the first half of 2025 was just over 30%, compared to 51% for the same period in 2024. Canada's 2026 target is 408,000 study permits, lower than both 2024 and 2025, and the government has been direct about wanting to reduce its temporary resident population. That means less room, more rejections, and more Filipinos losing money, time, and momentum on applications that were never going to succeed under the new rules. In rejected Filipino study permit cases, 4 out of 5 refusals were at least partly based on the officer's belief that the applicant would not leave Canada after graduation. If you are planning for Canada in 2026, you are not planning for the same Canada that existed in 2022. That version is gone. Number 3, Canada. Yes, you heard me right. You might be wondering why Canada appears twice. Because the problem goes beyond students. Canada wants its temporary resident population below 5% of the national total by the end of 2027, and it is cutting temporary foreign worker programs to get there. For OFWs already in Canada on temporary status, renewal is harder. For those still trying to get in, the slots are shrinking. Work permit extension approvals have dropped, with refusal rates climbing to 10.8% from 6.5% the year before. Here is the honest question nobody in the agency is asking you. If Canada keeps tightening and you are still building your plan around it, what is your actual backup? Number 2, United Kingdom. This is Anna's story. Anna spent 2 years preparing to work as a caregiver in the UK. She had her documents, she had a job offer. She had already told her family she was going. Then on July 22, 2025, the minimum salary threshold for most new skilled worker visa applicants rose to $41,700 per year, up from $38,700 as part of a wider government initiative to reduce migration and raise salary expectations. Her caregiver role did not meet that threshold, and it gets worse. Care worker and senior care worker occupation codes are now closed to new overseas hires. The pathway Anna used to plan her entire future around no longer exists for new applicants. From January 8, 2026, the English language requirement for new skilled worker applicants was also raised from B1 to B2. Higher salary requirement, higher skill level, higher language standard, and the list of qualifying roles is shorter. Anna did not go to the UK. She is now retraining for a different role in a different country. She lost 2 years and a significant amount of money. How many Annas do you know right now who are still chasing a pathway that closed while they were preparing for it? Number 1, Europe. This is the one nobody is talking about, and it is the one that will affect the most people. The EU launched its entry-exit system, the EES, on October 12, 2025, rolling it out gradually across 29 European countries. From April 10, 2026, the system is fully live at all external Schengen borders. Here is what that means in plain language. Every time you enter or leave the Schengen area, your biometric data, face scan, fingerprints, entry date, and exit date is recorded permanently in a digital system. The EES stores each traveler's data for 3 years, renewing the retention period with every border crossing. Before this system, overstays were hard to track. Officers stamped passports manually. Records got lost. People slipped through gaps. Those gaps are gone forever. For Filipinos working in Spain, Italy, Germany, the Netherlands, or anywhere in the Schengen zone on short-term or expired permits, this system will flag you. It will record you, and that record will follow every future visa application you make to any Schengen country. This is not a ban, but it is a permanent digital wall between you and Europe if your papers are not in order right now. Are you or someone you know currently in Europe on a short-term visa? Check your exit dates today. Not tomorrow, today. We said we would come back to Anna. After losing her UK caregiver pathway, Anna spent 3 months researching countries still actively hiring Filipino workers with her qualifications. She found 2. She verified the policies herself, not through an agency. through the official government immigration websites of both countries. She applied, she got through. Anna's story did not end with the rejection. It ended with a better plan built on accurate information. That is what this channel is for. 10 countries and real policy shifts, all of them affecting Filipinos in 2026 right now. None of this means stop. It means prepare smarter. Before you pay any agency, go to the official government immigration website of your target country. Read the current policy. If you need help reading it, find someone qualified to help you. Your future is worth that step. Leave a comment below. Which country were you planning for? Has this video changed your plan? This community needs to hear from each other. Share this video with one OFW or one person planning to go abroad. One share could save them from making a very expensive mistake. Subscribe to Global Pulse. We will keep watching these policies so you stay informed before the rules change again. Stay ahead, stay protected. Make your next move count.